Hello. Hi, everyone. Ooh, look, Gonzalo in chat. Oh my gosh, Gonzalo, Kevin. They got the classics here. Ooh, hello. Hi, everyone. Ooh, hi, Galena. Ooh, crocheting at the moment. It's nice to see familiar faces. Or familiar names, I should say. I say faces as if I could see everybody. But just in case Gonzalo's here, when you spot Gonzalo, hit him with the get well soon. Bro has the flu. He is sick, and not in the good way. He's usually sick, but not in the flu way. So, but let's see. Let's see what else I missed in chat. Yeah, Galena, my weekend was pretty awesome. It's pretty what's it called? Well, I would say productive, but like it was fun. Just relaxing. Just vibing as usual. Yeah, it's funny. I I kind of think of most people here by their drawings. Like for example, Quinn. I think of them with Bomb Wizard. And then with Galena, I think of her OC, the I forget her name. She's an archer, I think. Like she has like brown hair, and I drew her OC with Faye that one time. If someone comes in and spoils stuff, I will cry. True. It's the girl from Gumball. Yeah, she does look like Penny. That's so funny. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Howdy, Jess. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, actually, I talk as if like there's time to chat, but actually, I'm a little bit late. I'm a little bit late actually because I was working on stuff. What? Mic quiet? Hello? How about now? Mic check. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, I was taking a look-see at the thingy, the submissions. Louder? Did I get louder, or does that mean I gotta be louder? Because, hey guys, here's me pretty much eating my mic. I hope it's not too loud. I need to be louder? Okay. I wonder. Let me see if I could. Where's the audio check? Audio properties. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Hopefully it's not that loud. Okay, hello? Audio check. How about now? It's because like on OBS, I'm actually like going on the red. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to be too loud. But yeah, so I'll just get started, So again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Welcome to the stream. So I'm subbing for Gonzalo. Again, if we spot him, hit him with the get well soon. So if you see him in chat. But for today, in place of what he wants to do, we'll put that on hold. We'll be drawing, well, actually not drawing, but I'll be showing my digital painting process, pretty much. So I'll be painting Noelle from Deltarune. So I've been replaying the game, and yeah, this is what won the poll. So I put up a poll, and for those who don't know, I usually put up a poll. We put up a poll before stream so that you get votes. So yeah, and it'll be fun. So you'll see the whole process from start to finish, from nothing to something. But let's see if I'm forgetting anything. But yeah, before I begin, I want to let everybody know that our mission at Wing Canvas is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. So join us for free live stream lessons every week, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an online school of illustration, helping art nerds turn their passion to income. So shout outs to our amazing students and members for supporting our mission. We love seeing your incredible artwork and watching your skills improve in our classes and weekly critiques. So if you're an art nerd too, be sure to join our Discord, where you can find our notes and artworks from streams, as well as our challenges and other resources to help you improve as an artist. So yeah, there we go. He did have a flu, so he did have the flu. But he's gonna come back soon. But I also have some Discord submissions, and I'll feature that later. So that'll be fun. But yeah, let's paint. So I have my references here. Usually, what's it called? Usually I would have a little doodle, but I didn't have time to doodle before stream, I think. And I'll put my references on the side. So usually, when I paint, or whenever I do anything really, it's not just for painting. Always a thumbnail. So for those who aren't familiar, a thumbnail is like a mini version of your artwork. So let's see, maybe a little bit darker. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so this frame represents our working area pretty much. And it's nice to work this way because just in case you decide to do, for example, a pose where you kind of draw outside of the canvas, you're still able to figure out if your anatomy is all right, because look at that. So even though you don't see it, these outside parts, you could still draw it and make sure that everything is a-okay. And also it's like a mini version of your drawing, so it's a lot less effort. You have school right now? Okay. Of course, runaway piano, running away. But I'm just kidding. Okay, good luck at school. See ya. But yeah, let's see. What else did I miss in chat? Yeah, thumbnails. There you go. So I am gonna draw Noelle. And I'm not gonna worry too much about the details just yet. So I'm thinking of like what pose to do for her. So here, kind of thinking of like just something basic, because I do want to focus on coloring and like finishing up this artwork. Think. Yeah, so this is a character from Deltarune. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is a video game. There you go. And I'll be painting her pretty much in my style. So yeah, this is always the fun part, honestly, of drawing pixel art characters and like these types of games, because you could pretty much like do your own interpretation. Yeah, so she is I guess what's it called? Reindeer girl. Yep. And I'm putting a lot of effort onto her face because, everybody gravitates towards the face. So that's what I prioritize, pretty much. There. And maybe I'll make her mouth slightly bigger, I think. And there. Okay, maybe now her a little bit too big, I think. And there. An anime character, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the agendas in Deltarune. Actually, it's funny. That boy Chris can close up dark fountains now. I better stay in office or I'm cooked. There we go. Then maybe I'll make her face a little bit here. And then freckles. Yeah, I like that. So pretty much for thumbnails, this is the warm-up, you know, to see what's it called? What we could come up with. Oh. Maybe I'll simplify her mouth a little. Oh. There we go. I kind of like this a lot better. Ooh, Luffy. You know, I would have. It's funny. I would have put Luffy in the poll, but I draw Luffy in class like all the time. Because Gear 5 Luffy is my favorite. I think. I'm trying to think. Okay. What's like a good... I'm trying to think of like a good pose. What do you think, chat? What kind of pose would you have in mind for Noelle? Because for those who don't know, she's kind of a... She's a shy character. She's an ice user. There you go. So for me, I'll just start off with like... First idea that comes to mind, really. There we go. Nervous look. Yeah, maybe I'll do like her eyebrows. I think a little bit nervous. Oh, and as usual, by the way, I'll be taking a look at the submissions, the Discord submissions after the thumbnails. I usually like to get to drawing my thing before taking a look at those. Clasped hands. Oh, she's a choir girl. Maybe. One Piece art tutorials. Well, in class. Wait, did I just read that right? I'm back reading. Who's Gojo? Huh? I say as if I've watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Everybody knows Gojo. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Because I want to read what chat's saying. I think this is a more chill stream, honestly. So I have no chance to actually like read chat. And no, I'm not drawing Penny. I'm not drawing Penny, guys, from Gumball. There. I just thought of an idea. Okay. Nah. Okay. Yeah, so again, this is the benefit of drawing with thumbnails, is that pretty much you're free to erase and like draw your ideas without committing too hard, you know, because I feel like if I had drawn this really big, you know, the size I want it to be, it's a lot more overwhelming and it doesn't really give you the space to, you know, change your mind or start over. But with this one, it's a really tiny drawing, so excuse me, you can pretty much just start over whenever you want. There we go. Ooh, it looks so cute. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so her hair looks kind of basic right now. I kind of want to do a little bit of wind, so maybe it's blowing in this direction. Okay. And there. And her ears. And actually, if I didn't put Noelle in the poll, I would have put Susie, because I also really love Susie. There we go. And her little horns, like that. Think. Got the little. It's funny. I think Penny from Gumball does have these horns too. Actually, I think they have the same horns. Think. There you go. Chill. Yeah, Chris is a close second. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Like, I think out of everybody, Chris has the coolest design for the Dark World. And actually, to show how old Deltarune is, I actually have fan art from like 2018. So let me. It's so old. That was pre Kingdom Hearts era. Oh my gosh. Look, this is what I drew. I drew this like a while back when Deltarune Chapter 1 was still the newest thing. Oh my gosh, it's Jevil. I was pretty proud of this song. And look at this, what? I'm doing line art? Huh? That's how you know it's old. But that's pretty funny. Yeah, it's like this is like a JoJo and Deltarune crossover, because this is a famous JoJo panel. Pretty much, it's like Dio and Jotaro. But yeah, I also love JoJo. Chris's Bizarre Adventure. There you go. Let me close that. But my favorite in JoJo, in case you guys are wondering, my favorite's Josuke. Josuke's my favorite JoJo. He's fun, and he's like the nicest. Also, he has my favorite stand. Crazy Diamond is my favorite stand. For main characters, at least. I'm trying to think, because what I was thinking is kind of like this, you know, the hand spread pose where it's like that? This is what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure if I should do this. Like, you know, the heart pose? I kind of want to do this, actually. Maybe I'll do that instead. Ooh, Joseph Joestar? Yeah, for sure. Big stretch. Excuse me. Yeah, for me, I read JoJo. I watched it, and then I read the parts that weren't animated yet. So at the time, I read part 6, and then part 7, then part 8. I haven't read part 9 though. I want to wait for it to finish. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Nick, I mean, you can ask your question. I see I see that you want to ask a question. Maybe you could ask. Actually, I got it. I'll make like a new layer to make it easier for me. Yeah. Oh. Trying to think. Okay, this is not the angle. Maybe here? Because I'm trying to think of a pose for her hands, pretty much. There. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's not a me thing. Put a link to the animation tutorial in the description. You could, I guess you could search for it. They have like a playlist for it, for most of it. Because I'm not sure which ones you would want. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm not sure about this arm pose. Okay, nah. This is not. Let's see. Has some great OCs for sure. Yeah. All the great OCs. It's funny, I was never an OC person, so I never made any. Well, I did, but like, I didn't give them lore or anything. Okay, I'm trying to think. There. Yeah, because for me, the hands are just as important as the face. There you go. Because the hands express a lot, you know, so that's why a lot of people struggle with it, because they can't nail, you know, the pose that they want to do. Yeah, what's up? What's on your mind, Nick? Oh yeah, for D&D it's kind of different. Yeah. That's just OC Central right there. Like, that's the whole culture of the game. Yeah. You don't see it, but like, I'm doing the pose myself right now. So that's what I'm doing. They all have lore. Yeah, see? That's like Ooh, are there videos on how to find your style? That's really funny because I made an exact video on that. Yeah, like, that was pretty fun, you know. I wrote it, I edited, and then I made the video. So yeah, there it is. Pretty sure the title was How to Steal an Art Style. But yeah. Okay, maybe I don't like this. It's so funny. Okay. I'm going back to this idea. There. There. But yeah, notice how I draw the hands first. Because for me, I think it's a lot easier that way, at least for me, to draw them that way. Because, again, I think the hands are more expressive. It's kind of like the same way how people draw the head before anything else. Oops, wrong layer. gonna move her body a little. Like that. This is fine. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. There. And then her head. There you go. And then her arm. I'm gonna raise it up a bit. There we go. And then you merge. So yeah. Can you add captions to the stream? I wish. Honestly, that'd be like so convenient. But no, sadly, I cannot. You'll have to deal with the voice recognition auto-generated voices. Or not voices, translation. There you go. And here comes the fun part. Honestly, I get to design. I'll make up my own design. Honestly. There. There you go. The VOD. The VOD hasn't come out yet. But we do have VODs, so don't worry. It'll be there. There you go. Dun, dun. Okay. Let's see. I see Chop. Oh, I was about to say actually. Yeah, for Snake. Oh my gosh! Imagine if I drew him. Boku wa doctor. Here, I'll draw him. Tony Choppa. There you go. Trying to remember how his eyes went. Oh god. I know he has like really cute. Oh gosh. His eyes are so big, but that's so funny. There. Okay, I kind of like him like this now. There. Boku wa doctor. Tori Choppa. And then he has a little broken horn. Then he has the little thingies. There you go. There's Chopper. That's really cute. Yeah, it's a video on demand. That's what it stands for. I know, like, I think live action Chopper is perfect. Like, no lie, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I kind of cried because I know where they're going with the story. And seeing him be, like, super expressive and, like, have really subtle expressions, I'm like, they nailed it. He looks so cute. So, he's really cute. There you go. I think Chopper is really cute in the live action. And he's perfect. There you go. Here. And oops. Let me whatchamacallit? Where the heck? Sorry, I got an alarm. I gotta check on this. Why do I have an alarm? Did I just forget to change it? Anyway. But yay. Yeah, this is just the rough, for sure. You got a lot of time. But yeah, actually, I'm pretty happy with this thumbnail of her. So let me just fix her hair. Here. Here we go. And then yank. So just like have some nice, what's it called? Nice wind, you know, to blow through her hair, her clothes. There you go. So yeah, you can see that it's pretty rough, you know, I don't really think too hard. Then there, I make her clothes even more, what's it called? Even more poofy. There we go. Perfect. So I'm trying to think if I guess her ears are a little bit too high. There you go. So yeah, here's my thumbnail, right? And I'll be working within the square, honestly. So now I'll probably like make her slightly bigger, like that. Perfect. Yeah, I like the framing, so I'll keep it like that. But yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, Snake, he's pink. I can't wait to bawl my eyes out over live action Chopper backstory. It's true. This is true. I'm gonna cry. I always cry in One Piece. Ooh. Do you know if there's an eating eraser on that software? Ooh. That's true. For me, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there is. But yeah, anyway. Let's look over the Discord submissions. So, in case people don't know, we have a Discord, and it's a nice community, so you can join, and every month we have a theme. And this month's theme is juvenile something. Okay, let me read what it was. Where the hell let me grab it. There it is. Challenges. Excuse me. Juvenile mischief. So that is the theme. And basically what that entails is just draw your OCs doing their thing. You know, like interacting, just living life, doing some silly stuff. And it doesn't have to be just your OCs. So you just draw. Just draw your OCs doing slice of life stuff. And here are the few that I want to feature for today. So starting off with Sambug. So she did this really cute artwork, and if I remember right off the top of my head, the caption was sisters, am I right? So these are her OCs, and they're siblings, they're sisters, and they're kind of playing leapfrog over each other, leapdog. It's really cute. And I like the shadowing. I feel like my favorite part about this, other than, you know, the fur work is really nice and the line work, is that the colors fit the setting, you know? So it has this nice kind of pinkish atmosphere to everything. So I could tell that they know their color theory, you know, she knows her color theory, Sambug. And I like their expressions. So they're pretty expressive, and I don't draw animals or furry characters very much, so it's always impressive to me when people draw such expressive faces with snouts. It's so hard for me because I don't draw it very often. So yeah. But what else? What else do I like? The anatomy too. So I think that's pretty cool because you can tell that they know. I keep saying but what was I lost my train of thought. But okay, I remember now. It's kind of hard because you can't obviously look for reference of dogs playing leapfrog. So it's obvious that she knows her stuff, and she made this pose. It's really cool. It's pretty impressive. So, yeah. Ooh, Nick has a question. What's your question? Do tell. What is on your mind? But yeah, other than that, thanks, Sandbug. Thanks for submitting. And then here we have Castle. So he drew this really cool painting. He painted this character. I assume this is his OC. Riding his horse. And I like it. Oh, artists in chat? What? Castle's in chat? What? Castle Doko? Where's Castle? Hello. Yeah, so here you go. Here's your artwork. So everybody... I was about to say something inappropriate. Oops. I was gonna say type shade. But shake his hand. Shake his hand right now. Artist in chat. So yeah, I love the paint strokes and the traditional feel of everything. As a fellow digital painter, you know, I really appreciate it. Quinn being like, Artiat in chat. But I like it. I like the rhythm. And I guess if I had to comment, I would love the background to be like more clear, I think, instead of it being blurred. I see what you're going for though, but I feel like it'd be so nice if it was a full illustration. Yeah. Artiat is the avant-garde way of saying artist now. But yeah. What else? I like the colors of the horse for sure. It's like blue and some like maroon for the fur, or the mane, I should say. And it's a really warm, it's a really warm piece with, the characters being like orange and maroon, and they stand out really well with the blue sky. It's very, very nice. And I'm trying to think, what else? Wish I could like zoom in actually. I can't zoom in, but I wanted to see like the armband and the wristband, the beads, I assume. But yeah, I really like it. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Trying to... Okay, close this. Get out of here. Sorry. I'm closing some windows in my PC. But that's it. So, thanks, Castle. Thanks for submitting. And last but not least, of course, Chi Flame. So, you draw some banger artworks, much like everybody in our community. So this one goes kind of hard. This one goes hard. Feel free to screenshot sort of vibes, I really like it. Yeah, so Nick, how do you submit? You join the Discord, and then we have a channel called Art Challenges. So yeah. Of course, Chi Flame, his art always aura farms. Like, look at them, they're aura farming. They're just kind of sitting there, but dang. That's aura. This reading absolute banger. Yeah, for sure. I think my favorite one is the person on the right. Look at him. We got the sun behind them. It's cool. Ooh, there you go. There you go, everybody. Chi is doing a guest critique for our members tomorrow. So there you go. So if you want feedback and draw overs and advice and stuff, become a member on Patreon or the YouTube channel, and then you get perks. So yeah, subscribing on Patreon will get you access to it, to the feedback. There you go. Thank you, Kevin. But yeah, as usual, banger submissions from our community. So thanks so much. Thanks so much for submitting. Now back to the drawing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have my artwork right here, and I think I'm gonna close this now. And here comes the fun part. I'm actually going to, what's it called? Maybe this. There you go. Yay. There you go. Got a nice warm. There you go. Warm background. Whoa, it's the lesbian flag actually. I wanted sunset, but I was like, whoa, this is the lesbian flag. It's perfect. It just works out. There we go. Then, so for here, you have the, what's it called? You have the sketch, right? And I sketched with gray. And what I like to do is turn it into a multiply layer. Then, I'm gonna start to, there you go. Let's go, lesbians. Yeah, so true. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone. There you go. And here. Hi, what am I drawing? I am drawing Noelle from Deltarune, because I want to show off my digital painting process, and I had people vote for a popular character, and Noelle, this character, won the poll. And here. Yeah, Susie colored. I think Susie is more like of this purple, like Barney purple. So there you go. Yeah, Nick. And you don't have to ask if you have to have to ask a question. You know, you can just leave it be, leave it there. Yeah, and thank you. In the dark world, she's pink. That's true, actually. You're right. But to me, I think Susie's more magenta. She's more like this. I think this is Susie right here. Or like, maybe darker. This is Susie to me. And then, real world Susie is like this. Like, I kinda draw her right now. I'll just draw Susie. There. Oops. There we go, there's Susie. There you go. That's funny. Yeah, so not everybody watches the stream at the same time because we're around the world and it's like different times, you know? So, there you go. Not everybody can make it. But then live streams though, or videos I should say, anybody could watch that anytime. So yeah. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I think that'd be crazy though, because I think even the biggest streamers don't reach those numbers. 300 or no, 400,000. I think you gotta be like, not even superstars reach those numbers. So yeah. It's crazy. Ooh, look, Chief Flame in chats. Yeah, so let me go back. Yeah, I featured your artwork. Artists of chat, shake their hand. Chat, shake their hand right now. There it is. There you go. Yeah, I was saying, Chief Flame, this goes hard. They're aura farming. Oh my gosh. Look at them. Yeah, and I was gonna say, I like the Japanese inspiration. Like I don't know what it's called. Like the coat on the left and like I don't know what it's called for the person on the center. the sleeve, like just the sleeves and then like the open chest outfit. I don't know what it's called, but I know that's like from Japan. Japanese wear. And oh my gosh, it's Flighty. Flighty Feathers, hello. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and I was gonna say it's nice. I've just been like looking back and forth at chat. It's moving. It's moving. Okay, big stretch. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm pretty happy with this. So I like to just make one block of color, and then afterwards I will, what's it called? I'll actually add in the base colors. So right here. So base colors just means that the colors without, you know, shadow or light or anything. It's before all that. It's just the basic colors. And then, okay, I'll put like a teal. There we go. And then, yeah, I'll make it so there. Kind of seems like she has like a hood or like a collar, so maybe I'll add that in. There we go. And then you. Yeah, I'll just do my own interpretation. I'll just do my own interpretation of Noelle's outfit. Kind of like a scarf now. Ooh. Thanks for subbing, Nick. So funny. Let's see. Ooh, thanks, Flighty. I've been doing well. Oh, and actually, I was talking about it in class earlier, but it's so nice. I'm drawing right now, and I'm looking at my nails. I painted my nails for the first time, and the color I painted for them is like this nice pearl white. So my nails look like this. You got like here, right? That's my finger, and then it's like a nice white like that, and it's like all sparkly. It's got like purple, it's got like blue, and it's really shiny. I really like it. The glitter, very nice. It really does make me feel like nice. I'm like, wow, oh my gosh, I should have painted my nails a long time ago. It's really funny. There you go. So yeah, now while I draw, I feel like really pretty. There we go. Let's see. There. Then her hair is kind of like this. Oh, oops. What did I draw on? Oh, I made a new layer. Oopsies. Yank. Ooh, Fang's design was based around Japanese monks. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Ooh, I've been playing a lot of Hades too. Yeah. I still need to play the first one. Ooh, look pretty. Yeah, for sure. There you go. Oh, and hold on. Yank. This is true. Yeah, I have dressed up before. Like, skirts are so good. Like, you could It's so fun to twirl around and like wee, and then it makes like a little circle. It's nice. Okay. Okay, in the dark world, her hair is a little bit green actually. So here, and there, and there. Yeah, so I decided to make her hair a little bit green. Just because, like, in the reference, you know, it's supposed to be blonde, but it's like a cooler tone. And then I guess her horns are the same skin color. Same as her skin color, I mean. There. And then her eyes. I guess. There you go. And her teeth. And then her, what's it called? Her mouth. Maybe a little bit more red. There we go. And then, actually, I'll use overlay. A little bit of pink. I'll add a little bit of pink onto her hair. Maybe that's too light. There we go. Just has like a little filter. Yeah, I like this a lot better actually. Go color pick. Yeah, so that's how I like to set up my colors. I like to use the layer modes to guide me in my color choices. So I put that little bit of pink over the green so that I know what it would look like in this lighting. And trying to think. Yeah, this looks a little better. I'm like trying to decide if this is too much or not. Nah. I'll change it actually. Or actually no, I'll redo. Okay. And there. Yeah, honestly, there's so many good games that I need to play. I just don't have the time. Like, I still haven't played Armored Core. I haven't played Shadow of the Erdtree even. So, I'm washed. I'm so washed. There you go. This is messed up. And then you. And I'm trying to think of like what would be a nice color for the line art. Blue. Blue's kind of nice. Yeah, this purple. So I'll keep it like that. There you go. Yeah, so this is the setup now. And then the next part is I'm gonna try to clean up a little bit of my sketch here. So you. And then I think I will flesh out the hands better. There we go. There we go. There. Yay. And I'd say like this part of painting is probably the hardest because this is the ugly phase. You know, you have to like you have to stick with it. You know, it's kind of hard to stick with it because you're like, man, I just want to move on already. Get out of this phase, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I'm thinking actually. I'm kind of cooking with this design. There you go. And then there you go. And her face, of course, I will clean that up a little bit better. Then she has long eyelashes. So I will add that in. Here we go. And there. But yeah, for me, I kind of stopped line art because I really wasn't having fun with it, and for the longest time I thought that was like the only way. And I only really figured it out when I actually tried it. I tried grayscale and I tried just working with one layer because, you know, back then I pretty much just followed what other people did. But then I was like, wow, this is actually more fun actually. Think. There. And then you. And there. So it's always worth a shot to try something you think you might like, but you're not sure if you will like it. Okay, let me fix her hair actually. Thank you. And then you multiply, clean you up. Because her hair is a little bit neater actually. Oops. It's neater than how I did it. And then you. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I should like do the I'll probably do the anime thing where you could see through her hair and still there you go, see her eyebrows. There you go. And then just you change your freckles a little bit. Let's see. There. I will a line art merchant. You know, merchant is also like another funny term from like from agenda posting. This guy's a merchant. That's really funny. Alright. Thanks for saying hi, Flighty. See you around. What time is it? Okay. Wait a minute. Artist in chat? Sambug? That's her. She's right there. Chat, shake her hand right now. Artist in chat. Oh, wait. No. Ooh. That's not this one. There you go. Artist in chat. Shake her hand right now. She drew this. Alright. Rest well. See ya. Yes. Sambug drew this and she's in chat. There we go. Okay. But yeah, let's see. She has a big red nose, actually. There you go. So here, I'm starting to like flesh it out more now. And then her teeth right there. And then there you go. And then I'll keep maybe her nose, maybe a little bit more pink. There you go. Yeah, this is Noelle. That's right, Eagle. This is Noelle Deltarune. I'm drawing her right now. Because this is what I wanted to poll. Because I wanted to draw like some popular characters. And she won. She won the poll. There you go. There you go. And then here. So right now what I'm doing is I'm cleaning up my what's it called? Cleaning up my sketch so that it could be my line work. There. And I'm gonna change her eyes a bit. Right there. And I will adjust her face shape. There we go. Shakes hand. Pleasure doing business. Indeed. There you go. Then I'm gonna clean up here. And then her hair, honestly... trying to think of how to fix her hair. I'll just change it now, actually, while it's not merged together. There we go. There we go. That's a lot better than what I originally had. Hey, pretty. There you go. So yeah, now you can see that it's coming together. And then you, erase you. Where is... So here. Make her hair a little bit flowy. Ooh. Haseen, you're shifting to paper to a graphic tablet. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of like when you move from a bike to like a scooter, you know, it's kind of different. But once you get used to it, it's worth it. Like, they're both really fun. So it might take time, but I'm cheering for you. You got this. I tried 1 month. Nah, it's okay, Haseen. You, maybe if you're having trouble, right? Try to think of what's making it hard for you. Like, does your arm hurt when you draw? Or like, can you not draw straight lines? You know, sometimes you, just gotta practice and pay attention to what's hard. Like, what's giving you, like, a hard time. Yeah, because if you keep doing the same thing, you'll keep repeating the same mistakes, and it'll take a little bit longer, you know, for you to move forward if you keep making the same mistakes. There you go. Oops. Oopie doopie. Oh. But yeah, you go. Thanks for... Thanks for shouting us out. Because honestly, it's so worth it to hear that stuff, you know, hear that we've helped artists. It makes me super happy that we've helped you in some way. There you go. But yeah, at the end of the day, you put in the work. So great job. You put in the work and you made it to where you are now. Very nice. And you then there, and then clean this up. Think. Yoink. There we go. Yoinky. Yoinky sploinky. There we go. But yeah, so now that it's starting to get cleaner and cleaner, so I think I'll fix the arm, or the hand, I should say. So here, her hand. There. And then trying to think. This and there. Okay. That is her hand. Oops. Oh, that's why. Wrong layer. There. Then color pick. You. And you should be there. Oops. There we go. Let me erase you a little. Yay. But yeah, for me, this is why I prefer it. You know, it's a lot more freedom. Work between the colors and the line work. Because I think the most annoying part for me was the fact that I gotta change the line work as I colored. That was my least favorite part. There you go. Excuse me. There you go. And then there we go. And maybe I'll change her sleeve a little bit. Oops. You. There we go. Nah, it's not ending. You have... Yeah, Kofor, you have 1 hour. So... Got a long time. So welcome. There you go. I just finished cleaning up the line work, more or less. And... cleaning out the colors as well. So now what I'll do... add multiply... and then I'm gonna start coloring her outfit. We're trying to see. There we go. Maybe like this purple. I'm trying to see, maybe like pink. Trying to see what colors would be nice. For now, I'll work with this. There you go. Keep this more subtle. There you go. I want the lights to be coming from the left. And Luffy, maybe in class. I usually draw Luffy in class. There you go. But yeah, Nick, so we voted for this one, so that's why I'm drawing Noelle. There you go. And then, you know, I'll probably do this. So this is when I start to form my shadows, pretty much. Because I know the light's going to be coming from the left. And I'm starting to... there. Shade it so that she's a lot more rendered. Yeah, and I'm not really doing anything special. I'm just using multiply. Just multiply a round brush and a dream. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and I remember Quinn was asking about painting. So this is pretty much like the answer, honestly, to those questions that they have. So yeah, here I'm starting to like put down the shadows. And then you. Clean it up a little. Yeah, now you can see why this is my favorite part, right? So here's before and after. Wow. Multiply. Then on here. There you go. Maybe not that dark of a purple. Yeah. So this is how I use shading. I make them more shapely. You know, I describe the shape of the object with shadows. Pretty much. There. There. There you go. And I think the most important thing about my brush is that if I press hard, it's really dark. If I press light, it's really light. So that's really the only trait you should look for. It's an opacity brush. It's okay. I don't mind if you have different favorites. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. There we go. And then I'm gonna add shadow to her eye. Like that. Doot, doot, doot. It's like that meme. Can two goats not exist at the same time? Whenever people argue about who's better. Okay, I gotta save my work. Ooh. How do you decide how much to shade? Where the shadows go? Okay, so for me, the way I shade is first, I decide the light source. So I kind of want... I have a vague idea. I want the light source to be like coming from here, pretty much. And then, the way you think about each shape right here is you've probably done this a million times before. But you know this, like when you draw a circle and then you shade it, right? You've probably done this a million times. Where you shade it like that, right? So now, do that. Except now you do it a million times. And it's not a circle, you shade. Like try to think of, for example, the hair. I think of it as a weird circle. So instead of it being a perfect circle, you know, this time it's a little bit curved. So I'm paying attention to the shapes pretty much, because the shapes are what make it. That's what makes it special, and makes it shapely when I shade. There we go. And then, but yeah, we do have a video on it. It's how to digitally render. It's the mech one. So how to digitally render. I use a mech as an example, but you could use it for anything really. It's just that mechs are super cool. There you go. Yank, yank, yank. Oops. There we go. Then here I added like a little bit of purple on the insides. Let's see. Yeah, I'm also trying to be more aware of how I paint, so it's not a scribbly mess. But that's the nice part about painting, is that it is a scribbly mess. You just have to clean it up a little. You just put layer upon layer until it fixes the shape. I like this, because look, before and after. Look at that. Okay, let me see actually. I'll try to... Maybe I'll change my recording for this one. Bloop, bloop. Yeah, so I also like to use tone curves. So here, tone curve. It looks really complicated, but what I do is I make brighter parts brighter, darker parts darker, like that. So I could like lower it right here, because like this is transparent, and then there. So maybe I'll up the contrast a little. Maybe a little bit darker. Yeah, I kind of like that. So here. And I'll leave that be for now. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Copy. Yeah, so the tone curve, it's I'm pretty sure every software has it. So I'm not sure where it would be for your software, but look up tone curve. Let me write that down. Oops. Here it is for... There you go. Tone curve. That's the one. Look that up. Delete. And then let's see. Color pick you. Yeah, so I don't usually merge the layers until I know I'm ready, and like I just don't need to shade too much anymore. Okay, so for this one, I'll probably introduce like a darker color, like a blue. Maybe not that blue. Yeah, so you can see that I don't just pick a darker color. I also like to introduce different shades so that it's a lot more vibrant. There we go. And there. Let's see. But yeah, any questions so far? You tell. You tell if people, what's on your mind. You tell what's on your mind, chat. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. And then here comes my favorite part. And then where is it? What are these actually? What layers are these? There's nothing on them. There's nothing on this one either. Oopsies. Yeah, now, bloop, I merge them all together. So now, Noelle is just one layer right here. Ooh, is a story good because you like it? Or do you like it because it's good? Ooh, that's a really good question. The age-old question. But for me, there's a difference between objectively good and, something that resonates with you. So I always make the distinction whenever I talk about it. So for me, there's objectively good, and then there's also good for me. Like a personal favorite. Okay, here's another piece of painting advice. At this point, when you've merged most of your stuff, try not to introduce new colors unless you know what you're doing. So introducing new colors at this point can kind of muddle your drawing. So right now I'm just color picking from other places. And I'll show you my blending technique. It's a pretty common one. What you do is you color pick, right? You do a stroke really lightly, and then you color pick that. And then you do that, and color pick again, just like that. So it's a lot of color picking. Like, you don't even notice it at this point, because I do it super fast. Because I have my color pick pretty much on my pen. There you go. And yeah. Big stretch. But yeah, guys, no personal info in the chat. Just talk about the stream. Talk about art. There we go. Ooh, what are things you think is good but you like? I'm trying to think. Like pretty much like a guilty pleasure, or like something. I don't know, I feel like can't think of anything. Well, I can think of a couple of things, but I can't mention them on stream. Because there's some really funny anime where it's kind of like, wow, this is trash, but it's really funny and I like it. Ooh, what's my favorite Kingdom Hearts game? I'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah, on that topic, sometimes, you could tell a lot more about a person if they like something that isn't like a crowd pleaser. I feel like it's always more interesting to me when people say like a weird pick for like their favorite anything, because I feel like there's a story there, So for example, if you said your favorite animation is Arcane, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, but then a lot of people like Arcane already. But if it was something like specific, like, I don't know, for me, I really like the newest Gundam, I guess. That one's pretty common still, honestly, but I think in Gundam, that's not a common, I guess, opinion. It's not usually people's favorites. But yeah, stuff like that, you get to tell a lot more about the person if it's specific. But my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, it's Kingdom Hearts 3, of course. Especially with the DLC. The Remind made it so good. Like, I played... If you find my personal YouTube channel from back in the day, I finished Kingdom Hearts 3 level 1, level 1 proud mode, level 1 critical mode. I beat Yozora with all the pro codes. I was pretty proud of that. I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3. It was my favorite. Because it's so, like, refined and so fun. But I didn't like base Kingdom Hearts 3 because the secret boss, it was cheeks. They were not cooking with that one. The secret boss for the basic game was or for the base game is not, it's not very good, to be honest. Ooh, your favorites. Yeah, Freeren is such a good pick. Yeah. Violet Evergarden. I need to watch Violet Evergarden. Let's see. How much should your light source influence your color values and saturation? Trying to think. It does affect it in some way, because for me, right, this is like a more pink setting, right? So like most of the colors are leaning towards pink right here. So in a way, it's already being affected, you know, like my color choices. Let me read that again. Excuse me. Trying to think of like the most concise way to answer that question. But I think it should affect it a lot, is the long story short, you know? Because technically, you know, the pink sky, it's called ambient light. And ambient light means it's just the lights all around, pretty much. It's not like a spotlight or like the sun, right? Which is a specific light source that like what's it called? Highlights. It's a really strong light, basically. But in this case, you know, the sky is like nice and pink, so that's the ambient light. And there. So for example, right here, if I were to add some lighting for Noelle, I'd probably add like a nice kind of pink. Probably use glow dodge because glow dodge, it fixes everything. Look at this. So now, right here, I should have done this actually before I painted. I started like fixing my painting. There you go. Like cleaning up. Here. Yeah, so now I'm using glow dodge. It's also add glow or linear dodge in some software. There you go. And then I'll add multiply again to like darken her a little. Maybe just maybe not here. Or actually, why did I delete that? Okay. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Here's like a comparison, like before lighting and then after. Look at that. This is why glow dodge is my favorite. Because look at that. It just makes it magic. Yeah, let me see. Ooh, I have yet to play Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, your Dream Drop Distance? Dream Drop Distance is so good for the Sora Riku fans. That's why I love Dream Drop Distance. It had the best Sora Riku moments, for sure. That's why I love that game. I love that game for that. It's so good. Because, I don't know, Riku's really sweet. Riku's really sweet, and like he's really developed a lot since his first appearance, pretty much. Okay, maybe I'll turn it down a little. Right there. Oh my gosh, there's so many good questions in chat. I love it. I want to read them all, but I'll kind of like, I want to lock into my drawing because it's kind of good actually. you go. Yeah, there you go. I merge it again, and usually, what some artists would do is they would keep the spare. Actually, they would merge it, but before merging it, they would copy paste it so that they have a spare of the old one. But for me, I don't feel the need to do that, so I just kind of I'm just kind of whatever. I just kind of merge it. There you go. Oh, you're on Final Mix. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is number 2 for me. For sure. But I saw Dungeon Meshi. What? Somebody mentioned Dungeon Meshi. I'm trying to look for that comment. Yeah, I love Dungeon Meshi. That made me go back to anime again. But before that, I was watching Love is War and Beastars. Both very good. Yeah, Love is War is my favorite. It's probably my favorite romance because I don't really watch too many romance. It's funny. But yeah, Love is War is up there for sure. Yeah, and Beastars is also very, very good. Yeah, it's goated. There. Yeah, again, look at this. The way I'm painting, right? I'm not introducing any more new colors, really. But with Glow Dodge, I was able to confidently add those new colors because they're really helpful in like you know supporting you and like doing the filter, so it does a lot of the thinking. That's why I kind of trust it, you know. I kind of play around with it a lot more. There you go. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, so right now I'm starting to like shape her hair. There, perfect. And then there's a lot of things I should clean up actually, instead of just her hair. There. Yeah. Why do artists always draw at night? I mean, I always start to get hyper focused. Yeah, because you don't have to think about anything at night. Like, you don't have chores to do. Nobody's gonna bother you at night. That's why. That's why I love the night. Nobody bother you. There you go. You know, you got no chores, you got nothing. You just kinda do your thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it too. If you forget it, then you could rewatch it. It's so nice. It's funny, that was me for Madoka. I rewatched it because I thought the movie was gonna come out. But then it got delayed. It got delayed so long. But yeah, Madoka is really good. Trying to think. What time is it? Okay. Ooh, I did not finish Love is War because from the next season launched. I forgot what happened. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, that's what. Okay. I only read the last part of that message. I see. Okay. Bye, Eagle. I like that milk. I hope you come back. Give me that milk. There you go. And yank, yank, yank. The quest for milk. You know, it's really funny. Growing up, I thought cows were color coded. So I thought like brown cows would give chocolate milk, and then there'd be like a mythical pink cow for the strawberry. But guys, what about the almond cow? How did they get almond milk? Is it from almond cows? Did they milk an almond? They did surgery on a grape. That's crazy. And this one, I want to be a little bit more blue. Yay. Pink sheep. Ooh, yak milk is pink. Wow. Oh gosh, it made me remember The Last Jedi. Remember The Last Jedi when when Luke drank the blue milk? That was pretty weird. Why did they add that in the movie? The Last Jedi was a weird movie. Let's see. I'm gonna make the background a little bit. Okay, that's too much. Maybe a little bit darker. Saturated. I got it actually. Let me just change the background. Ooh, how do you know when you're hitting the over-rendering territory? That's a really good question. So the over-rendering territory is when you add stuff and it doesn't really complement your artwork anymore. Like, it's kind of distracting in a way. So for me, I'm kind of just implying her hair, you know, like her hair strands, and making it a little messier. So for this one, oh oops. It's not like in the over-rendering territory because it's not ruining like her silhouette. It's not getting in the way of like the focal point or anything like that. You know, like I could still focus on her face even though the hair is really detailed, right? So yeah, you only really render until it complements each other, but when it starts to distract from the other parts of your artwork, then you might have to tone it down a little. There we go. But yeah, let's see. You. And you. Then I'm gonna add a highlight on her nose. Hey. And I'll probably add like a blush right after. Yes. And then let me try something. So again, I'll make like a tone curve right here. Let me see what she looks like. Gonna make her a little bit darker. So this is what this graph is. It kind of visually represents the colors. So by doing this, I'm making all the midtones darker. And then this one. This is the highlights. So I'm making the highlights brighter. Right here. So here's before and then after. Then kind of like lower it a little. There you go. So here's before and after. Now I merge it. I kind of like it. But yeah, let's see what chat's saying. Yeah, rendering is pretty much describing the texture and the shape of your drawings. But yeah, let me try to look for that video actually. How to render. I'll send it in chat. How or render in Canvas. There it is. Yay, digital rendering. Share. Yoink. Oh, oops. Copy. There you go. I sent it in chat. And render video. Yeah. So pretty much the techniques I used to shade the mech kinda is like the same. It's the same mindset, more or less. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, realistic skin tones, it is pretty hard. It's a lot of different colors for sure. But I feel like if you wanted to be realistic with your shading, grayscale is perfect because you could just add in the colors and be guided by stuff like gradient maps and coloring with your overlay and color layers. So yeah. There you go. Probably add like there. Blue underneath her coat. There you go. Hey. Maybe this is a little bit intense. Lighten it a little. Right there. Yeah. But okay, let me read some of the questions I missed. Okay, not much. There you go. Okay. And this one. There you go. Ooh, to be honest, I think the hardest thing for me is hairstyles. I see. Hair fashion? Yeah, it takes some time. I think what you need is to look over some hairstyles and get inspired. Because literally, hairstyles are so fun. Like, think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Hair? It's like the most gonzo, weirdest hairstyle I've ever seen. But it works, because it's so cool. Or have you seen Seymour from Final Fantasy X? Okay, let me show what Seymour looks like. Yo, that guy's got weird hair. That guy's hair is weird. Also, I hate that guy. He's such a hateable villain. Look at this guy. Like his hair is like bloop, and bloop. And it's really funny because like this is his childhood photo, I guess, like a flashback. Look at him. His hair's always been like that. And I know it's because, you know, it's because of his parents. Like it's part of like his character. because his blood is unique. I won't say anymore, but yeah, he's got weird hair. Pretty funny guy. Funny looking hair. And let's see. See more. I want to see less. That's really funny. That's a really tightest line right there. Okay, that's kind of a banger. Dang it, why didn't I think of that? Dang it. Ooh, and here's another piece of advice. When your character's smiling, don't forget to make them smile with their eyes too. So, smiling with your eyes is very important. Unless you want the Mr. Beast smile, where he's not smiling with his eyes like at all. There's nothing behind those eyes. There you go. And then here. Okay, let me clean up. There you go. Perfect. Mist or beast. Yeah. Because when your cheeks rise, exactly. When your face muscles, they rise, they push your eyes, pretty much. So that's what makes it happen. Yay. And then I'm gonna clean her let's call her hand a little. There you go. And what time is it? Okay, 12 minutes. Yo, out of curiosity, how much do you know about Deltarune? I am only up to chapter 2. I finished chapter 2, but I'm replaying it, and I'm really close to finishing chapter 2 again. So I'll get to chapter 3 pretty soon. I think fingers. I'll shorten her fingers a little bit. There you go. Yeah, good luck avoiding spoilers. Thank you. I have been, so don't worry. Yeah, it's true. Toby Fox has been working with Nintendo for music. Like, I know, with Pokemon, he made a track, right, for Let's Go Eevee, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, you'd love to be able to do music like that one day. For sure, Larry. Yeah. Keep on keeping on. That sounds awesome. What? Deltarune is an anagram of Undertale. This is crazy. This is crazy info. Yeah, is this true? Okay, her fingers are a little bit off. There we go. And then I'll paint her nails actually. I think. There you go. Yay. Okay, 9 minutes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Deer in Adventure Time. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna draw him right now. He's like, what a weird guy. Trying to think. Let's see. Ooh, I know monsters based off animals can have different anatomy, but when it comes to hooved animals like Noelle, they prefer hooved hands, feet, or no? That's a good question. Because I think it works sometimes. Like, for example, Chopper. For Chopper, he has magic hands. Like, his hands just are this. And he could just somehow grip things. So that's really his hands right there. So I think it depends on the character. I feel like if you want them to be cute, it would definitely work if, you know, they have hooves like that. But I think for like a more humanoid character, you know, normal hands are fine. Let's see, what else haven't I rendered? Yes, I really like it so far, I think. And then what else? Or actually, it's supposed to be, I guess I'll copy you. Yeah, that's like her cloth. There you go. Perfect. Merge. And what else I need? I guess her, what's it called? Her thingy, her horns. I know, yeah. They did give Chopper thumbs, but that's okay. But I feel like it's funny. I think they would have saved more if he had magic hands that could just hold anything. Even though he has the little, just like 2 prongs for hooves like that. I think it's really funny. Let's see. Maybe I'll see you. Let me fix the shadow up a little. Right there. Yay. I'm trying to think. Okay, 5 minutes. My gosh. Does sound pretty horrifying when you put it that way. Here. Okay, I'll probably put like... Okay, this is already pretty bright. Let me try. Hey, this is my favorite part. Is when I add the finishing touches. Maybe I'll add like a bit of... Let me see what green looks like. Ooh. Just like some nice splashes of color in the back. There you go, add some green. And then add more green down here. And I'm just adding these colors because they're nice. There's nothing more to it, really. I just think it makes the drawing a little bit more interesting. Maybe green again. Yeah, it's really subtle. Okay, yank. There we go. Noelle! This is true. Noelle, smiley face. So true. So true, bestie. There you go. But yeah, trying to think. Honestly, I could adjust her hands a little bit more, but it's alright. It's the best I can do, I guess. It is what it is. Here. There we go. I guess I'll add like a little bit of a shine in her nose, like that. Bit of outline here. And then, okay, maybe that's too much of an outline there. Ooh, would elves be considered monsters? Nah, I wouldn't consider them monsters. They're... Yeah. So pretty. Yeah, she is super pretty. There you go. Just like a little subtle highlight. There you go. Yay! Digital painting is so good, you guys. It's perfect. I guess I could clean up her hand a little. Yay. And then let's see. But yeah, notice how I never zoomed in this much until like I added these finishing touches, right? So maybe I could add some pink. Maybe that's what I'll do. Pink. Oh no. This one. Just on the side. And then here. I'm gonna add more color. Yay. Then on her face as well. Let me clean that up. Here. So yeah, I'm just gonna add the finishing touches and then I'll wrap up. But you know, someday I feel like one of the crazy things I want to try in Wing Canvas is doing what's it called? Doing an endurance stream. Like streaming. Imagine I draw for 24 hours. I just stream for 24 hours. That'd be kinda crazy. There you go. That'd be really funny. That'd be insane. Do it. Do it. There you go. Actually, no, I need that. I need this. That would be kind of funny. There. And then I'm trying to think of what I could add for the background, because I don't want to leave it be just like this. I'll take like 5 minutes or 4 minutes now. It's Palpatine. Do it. Why did he say it like that? That was really funny. Even like as a kid when I first watched that. Why did he say that? Do it. Drawing till my hand explodes. Not clickbait. There you go. Yay. Guess I'll like do this too for her antlers. Honestly, I'll do this. Where is it? Screen, and then there. I'll add like a little breath right there, and then probably make it snowy. There you go, because she does have ice powers, for those who don't know. So here, yay. I'm just gonna draw some snow. There. And I'm just using a screen layer and some, what's it called? And the airbrush. Pretty much. Pretty. Those who know. Yeah. Nah, this isn't that route. It's okay. It's just a little bit of snow. Don't worry about it. There you go. But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of digital painting. You know, you spend a lot of time setting up, and you don't just jump into it. You have to set up the, the sketch. You set up the colors, and it's pretty rewarding. Once you have your own workflow, pretty much, and you get a feel for it. But yeah, the main draw of it for me is that you can just jump right into it. You can just draw. Then I'll add like I'm not sure if I should add something in the background. There you go. Maybe some grass or something. I don't know. Here. There you go. Some bushes. And then some nice where's my color picker? Nice snow. So there you go. But yeah. There. Let me see if it looks better without. I think it looks kind of better without, actually. Whatever. I'll just leave it be like this. Yeah, that's it. God's dandruff. But that's it. So I hope everybody had fun. And just as a little reminder, we're not just a YouTube channel, we're a school of illustration. So if you want to take classes with me, or with Jesse, or with Josh, or with Faye, or Arunia, or any of our talented instructors, check out the site right next to me. So you could get some classes there for us to guide you in your art journey. And you could join our Discord and connect with our community there. It's free. You don't have to pay to be in the Discord, but we do have perks. So if you wanna support us on our Patreon, you get perks like you get draw overs and live critiques with us. You get to chat with other members about your stuff. And then you could also become a YouTube member if you want to keep supporting us through here. But honestly, just watching our streams and our videos is support enough, so thank you so much. This is pretty nice. I'm glad I'm glad you guys think so. How can he cook when his drawing is cold, is cool? This is true. And Larry, you could just be what's it called, a lurker. You don't have to fully interact, you just see what's happening if you if you join. You don't have to be obligated to talk, but I'm sure there are a lot of lurkers in our community too. But yeah, it's a fun one. But yeah, here you go. Here is my artwork, my interpretation of Noelle, her design. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to clean up. Yeah, there you go. Maybe one more fold. Nah, this is fine. Yeah, pretty much what Kevin said. Yeah. That's it. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day. And I'll see you next time. That's it. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye-bye, everyone. Oh yeah, that's true. What Kevin said. There's a collab stream next week. It's gonna be awesome, Gonzalo. That's it. Bye bye. See you at the next stream. It's gonna be awesome. It's a collab stream. Bye bye.